Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another new dragon. I've got, I think, 6 so far, like considering the ones I did not publish yet. I like doing dragons, so why not? Today I was thinking of doing another monster, but instead, or the Final Fantasy one, but instead I decided to continue with dragons because I did like this one, and it's gonna be slightly different than the others. It's not exactly a dragon, it's more of a drake because it doesn't have wings. But I am going to edit the pose ever so slightly because I think it's a little too far away. I would like it to come towards us a little more. I'm going to push the perspective a little and see how it works out. So, let's see how it goes. Welcome everybody. I hope you had a nice beginning of the week and today a nice continuation of the week. I am doing fine, although I still feel kind of sleepy. It's gotta be because days are shorter now. It gets dark before 8 and it's quite annoying. I like long bright summer days, and these days now are shorter. So alright, anyway, so I'm pretty sure I want to change this this one leg. Let's see what we can do first. I don't think it's gonna have any eyes. It's a dragon that lives in caves, probably. Doesn't need eyes, and it is very bright. It's actually luminous. That hence the name, obviously, but it's kind of bioluminescent. In my head. So let's see where this goes. There's no probably something else here. This part I thought about it as a little more bony, and then it's got these sort of kind of serpent cobra snake fans. I'm gonna figure out which goes where though in this very messy sketch. I'm pretty sure the pose is gonna go through some iterations because I think it's a little too it is okay. It's okay as a side view monster, but I would like to push it a little more, maybe a little more towards us, like maybe this one is. Coming direction. Don't know yet. Don't know yet. Let's leave it for now. I get the body in first, to a degree at least until here. This part is fine. I want to get these orbs things. I don't know how to call them. Maybe a little too. These are the bioluminescent things. And maybe this sort of crest kind of reminds me of Myconid monster I was working on today. I did use, it's gotta be something I do sometimes, like I use this sort of V-shaped decoration. Something bioluminescent sacks or something. These oh, just like spikes. By the way, I was I was watching a video of the Critical Drinker, and he says he published a review of the One Piece live action. He said it's not bad. I'm kind of curious of trying it out now, because otherwise I wouldn't. But I tend to agree with him, so I might even check it out. Could be interesting. I don't like the looks. I feel like some characters, or all of them, are out of a cosplay session, but if it's well done, I might be interested in watching it. I don't know if any of you guys is a fan of One Piece. I was when I was a kid. The first few seasons. Then when the art style changed, I did not really feel like watching it anymore. It became a little too exaggerated. Drawing wise, a little flat compared to the very three-dimensional look it had at the beginning. At least the anime. I don't know about the manga, because I never read it. Don't know. Let's see. You can tell I'm playing Final Fantasy VII, right? I like that it looks kind of like a. What's this? The only problems I have when I find these sketches is that sometimes I just don't remember what I wanted to do when I sketch something specifically, and this is one of those cases. Like, oh well, what was supposed to be here? I don't know. Something for sure, but what was it? I don't know. So I could add an eye here, but I don't think it fits the idea of this creature. So good. We'll turn. Anyway, yeah, I'm curious about trying the One Piece Netflix adaptation, even though I know the what's it called? Cowboy Bebop, made by the same studio, was a trash, basically. So see how that goes. I might just watch an episode and see if I like it. If I do, keep watching. If not, I guess that's it. By the way, I am reminding everyone who is currently listening, and I'm going to say it later again, that we're going to have the Magma Studio session tomorrow. So, sharpen your styluses, I guess, and get ready for some awesome chat, because we're going to talk on Discord for probably like last week, about 2 hours, or maybe even less. I don't know. Might stay less if I'm sleepy again. First stuff to this specifically. I think I'm gonna add the spires. Yes, I think all spires. The ventral scales of the snake. Maybe even a little too complicated for this stage, but it's okay because I have it in the sketch, so I'm gonna. Ooh, this goes back, so does like this basically. Here, you're gonna have and I don't know what's gonna happen to the streams when I go to Japan. I don't know if I'll be able to stream as regular. Probably not, like last time. Once every now and then, got fixed schedule is probably what's gonna happen, and not so long. Apart from maybe Saturdays or when I'm alone. Otherwise, it's gonna be less. You have to be less. These do not match a number. Damn. Get rid of this. Now, we have lads coming in. Hey, yo, Alexius. Yes, it's a dragon. Again. It is another dragon. I'm probably gonna change the layout a little. I am sure. Yes, this is a dragon. Some sort of dragon, draconic, at least in principle. In principle, it is. You would notice if it had to open the mouth and have a lot of teeth. It's for Smogust, so it's somewhat draconic. And what do you want to do with this? Yes. It was just a sketch, Luminous Dragon. And there was no space for the wings. So it's an earth type of dragon, I guess. Earthly. I'm gonna have to get one of those cards I had yesterday. First. I want to push the pose a little more. Just a little more. I want it to look like a horse though. Feel like turning towards this direction. Figured it would have. This is the. So I had a membrane here with these orbs, but the problem is I'm gonna have to bend a little bit. If it needs to bend, it's gonna have to do this too. So it has to small. in terms of, or get a little smaller in terms of orbs. Or they're not even orbs. They're not so 3D. They are slightly convex, but not that much. Yes. We're kind of looking up to this, so why not emphasizing the sort of putting now towards us. Adding all of the scales, I guess, yeah. I think the last two ones didn't have many scales. Oh, bikes today. The heck? Oh, okay. I think I did add some like little things like these, like the ones that the Thunderwing Drake had, but I'm not gonna add them to. Oh, where's that coming from? Wait a second. It's kind of like the of a seal or something like that, basically, in the back. Yes, how can I show it outside? This is probably coming from the center, so this is on the side. And ideally, you can keep a little bit. Both sides, and then flattens out a little bit. I do like the idea of having those kind of straight patterns there. Yellow is gonna be like jelly, probably. Might want to add a little more jelly elements. I do have the exact one I want to not copy, be inspired by. Copy from, yeah, I'm gonna copy from, no. I'm using one as an inspiration. Although it's very different from this. That was not a Freudian slip, by the way. I promise. This is my original sketch. You can see it because it's a sketch. Alright. Also too large. Shrink it. Babe, I shrunk the kids. Okay. A little more manageable. I don't know if I like this. It needs not be this large anyway. It comes towards us. So little. I don't even know if I like this. Back to there. Now maybe it works better if I have like a normal type of, yeah, normal type of foot. Even be flat there, and since we're looking up at this, it even. He's got fatty. Really fatty, this looks pretty bad, but let's run with this and see. We have to. Nah, it doesn't look like a dragon at this point. With this giant head, it kind of looks like a lizard. A little too much. If anything, the head might shrink even further. Yep. But it looks a little better if it's shrunk. A little bit. I'm very tempted to just use music from Final Fantasy since everyone seems to get away with it. I wonder if I'm gonna be the only one who gets punished for that. There you go, Fat Dragon. It's kind of weird to make these uncanny monsters. How was the original, by the way? I was pushing more on this one. That's a classic pose I use all the time. Yeah, this is more of a like a side view made as an informational thing. It needs to do something. I don't like what happened to this. We do this actually. I have the basic pose. Let me... What has like very short limbs? It slithers. No, that's not what I do. Free transform. Stretch it a little bit. No, I do like sort of. But I wanted to have short feet. Short feet the way. Anything I wanted to feel a little more unique than cool stuff that but the more unique, the better. Yes, I might even turn the really no sense. If I get rid of the head. Hardly a dragon without the head. This reminds me of something else that I've been drawing recently. So. If we change the approach. One of those that need a little more help. Develop its full potential. I know it's not Smoggest anymore, but dragons are cool. Yeah, yes. It's a little more standard like it was initially, but I work it out. If anything, I could extend these things. The sketch. If I stand these this much, they all have these things. Luminous Fat Dragon. This part looks like Carvise, but it's absolutely a coincidence. Different type of crest. It's not too much of a serpent like this. The pose is very stiff. Stiff. To find a design, when I find a design I like, I might just redraw basic pose or the main pose to something that's less basic than this. Two are fundamentally different. That this is a sort of like a very presumptuous course, I guess. Something like that. Wait, weren't these wings that I wanted to add? Like, it might be. They might as well be. Pretty sure when I drew this, I drew the main pose first, and then I started adding stuff on top. So, what was what? You know, on the same layer, not level. This is a little better already. You take these as the eyes actually, but it's a pretty standard pose, much like the what was it, the Ember Heart Dragon. some way. That a little more. I got sorry, it actually looks like excuse me, it's looking up, or the chin is up. Then I give it like very large nails. There's a mole. They have them like to go through dark caves or something, maybe dig. Interesting. At this point, this kind of looks like oh yeah, it's in the it was definitely better. That, but I want to back. Usually, it's easier to push perspective once. Not bad. Once the head turns, I like this actually. It's a lot. This is actually pretty cool. Just has to feel a little more this is not only coming towards us, it's turning a little bit. Thanks for your sub, Chase. How are you doing? I saw you were lurking shadows. I assume you were working. I have assumed. Looking pretty. See how I can iterate over this. I want to keep the elements of the others. Ace, my #1 support. I mean, if I give it something like this, it might even look better. Probably. I know this is unusable as a side-facing monster, but needs not to be, or needs not be. It could be facing towards the camera. It's probably what I'm going to shoot for this, because I like these. I like the fat one. But I really want to try to push. So either it's going to be something like this, or something that's really coming towards us a little more. So pushing the perspective so that it feels more imposing and threatening. Eventually, if it has to be used for an RPG, it's going to have to be front-facing. Although technically, you can probably also use it for side view, I assume, if you really do want to do that. So this could have like a giant underbelly. Completely blind dragon. Starting to look like a Digimon pose. Not a coincidence. Not a coincidence. That's what I'm using as a. But I think it's gonna work. I might have to adjust it a little. This is a good starting. I want to push it. Oh, there's an ad break on Twitch. God damn. God damn. This again. I'm making a lot of dupes today. So what if I expand? Ooh. That. Something that's like more like proto wings. It creates a bit of an X design. This maybe. All this way. Oh, it might have been better like just like this. I might just go with this one. To figure out something in the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna go with this in this orientation. Oh wait. Is the chat broken or something? I saw Chase subbed, but it didn't say anything. Chase, are you there? If you are, say hello. Not lurk like Emperor of Cheese. I don't know if the chat is broken since nobody's saying anything. It might as well be. Let me try to. Oh, you are there. Okay. Yes, I saw you subbed. So I was starting to think the chat was broken too. You left a message saying hello with it? No, I don't see it. Like, I don't see it at all. This is the first message I see. That's really strange. No, it doesn't appear there. That I see Industrial Media Magic just subscribed for 13 months in a row. That's it. I don't see. Why don't I see that? Is anyone writing anything? This is curious. I'm starting to wonder like, if someone else wrote anything because I don't see that. That's really strange. Oh, wait a second. It popped up now. Why don't I see it in the other chat? I don't see it in the chat that I have on screen, nor in the mod view. I had to go to the other to see it. That's strange. Whatever. Unreliable restream in mod view. Up in here. Anyway, how are you doing? Just gonna start rendering that because how else this could be. Rendering it a little bit. Make this more Dragon-esque. Let's see. I think these are good, so I'm gonna. If anything, I might want to keep some of the shape design of the original. Be sure those orbs are in, but they're probably fine this way. Yeah, feels better. It's front facing. It's weird. The message showed up for me, and I'm in mod view. I can take a screenshot and send it to you. It's not. It just doesn't in mod view nor on the restream chat. I don't know. Go figure. So, anyway. It's gotta go back. Yeah, I just have to fix a little bit of the anatomy here. It's gonna be a quadruped. And I don't know if... So how do I want it to be? It be like... kind of like a cat, or more like some sort of strange animal. Let's see if I can figure out some wings of some sort. Or even not. It doesn't necessarily need wings. It might be okay even without wings. Might be okay. Maybe I can do... I know how I want this to look like from the top. It's kind of like this. If this is the top of the creature, the neck, the head, the tail, the crest would be something like that on the side. Starting from the arms or legs, limbs, anyway, those. Anything else? I think it works pretty well. Front legs feel a little weird, so I'm gonna... I think I might go just something like this. I don't know if you had any. Let's do this design. It feels different enough than the others. I'm gonna try. So obviously these are extras. Shh. A bit windy, huh? And only my internet will hold. So here, now, let's get the chest going up. So that is fine. But here, we would have scapula, then the bone goes back. So this direction. And then probably be a little more close to chest. Oops. What am I doing? Just You do not like that. Start switch. It's always a pretty good idea to add a sort of wireframe skeleton to whatever it is you're drawing. Or at least it helps me clarify what's going on there. I'm gonna use both. Figure out what kind of animal can I from the front. Nah. I'm gonna add a little more to this, or give it like slightly larger. So I don't even know if this feels big enough, honestly. Increase the size. This one is a little more normal. Oh, by the way, Chase, since you're right, have you heard about Claude AI? It made me use it today. It's just another type of GPT, basically. I think it's based on GPT technology. It's not bad. At least it generates content of the length you need. But it's kind of repetitive. I know, I don't like to do those things for work. I would not do it if it was for me. I would just not do it, but I have to because they asked me to do it. So it's Claude. Claude, like Jean-Claude. Claude AI, it's free. Only the UK and US though. Apparently, I used it with a colleague's account because I had to use it anyway. For work. Yeah, it's like a chat bot, pretty much like ChatGPT. And people use it to write articles and whatnot, like all the kind of crap. I'm firmly against that kind of use, like writing entire articles just to fill content that, like, to fill the internet with garbage. I told the guy I work with, like, I don't like this. This is not SEO. Because you're gonna bring the level of everything down. And he's like, oh, but everyone does this. Like, yeah, that's why it's full of crap out there. It's like if I were to say, well, everyone draws, you know, naked little girl looking anime characters, so I gotta do it because everyone does. Like, no, not really. That's not my philosophy. Okay, I think it was something like that, and this was there. I feel like so the original idea was to have these things like very prominent together with the head breast. Like they might not very prominent at the moment. Not that much. What if it's got two tongues? Also, it kind of looks like a snake right now, which I do not really want. I want this to look like a dragon face, or at least a dinosaur without eyes. Obviously, this is just a skeleton, so I'm going to have to adapt it. Okay. I'm gonna try to do something like this. Let's see if it's the perspective is too much. I don't think so. It should be just enough. Maybe a little large. Okay. Obviously, it looks like a much simplified version right now. That it's pretty small, but if I zoom it in, or if I blow it up, I'm gonna keep that as a extra. Been an awful week? Yeah, I could say the same. Why was it awful? Very uncertain work, I guess. I had pretty much the same issue. And I'm always sleepy. I don't know if I'll stream the whole 2 hours, because I'm kind of sleepy today as well. I might just call it a day earlier or something. From 5 a.m.? Oh, stomach aches too? That sucks. I can relate. I have stomach ache kind of often. Or at least I used to. Nowadays it's a little better. But, you know, stress. When stress hits, it kind of sucks. Oh, oops. Oh! What did I do? Nope, that's not what I wanted. All right, let me clarify this. So the previous thing, I'm gonna. Two copies transparency too. Okay. Well, I hope your stomachache gets better. I know it sucks. I know very well how much it sucks. So sometimes I had so much stomachache, like not exactly stomachache, like tummy ache. Not exactly stomach issues, but still like intestinal pain. Because I got IBS, and so sometimes it's so bad I don't feel like talking, even. Pretty bad. Get a little thicker. Let's try to do something like stand. Maybe something like this here. I'm adding some like more crappy detail here. I'm gonna fix it later. What made you want to do something snake-like for this? Nothing. Just I thought I wanted to add some glowing element, and for some reason I don't know if I was working on something like that, but I thought, well, a good idea would be to add some orbs like this, and I want to add them near the head, but I don't want to add them on the neck. Like this would be a little boring, right? Just like this. So I thought, hey, maybe a cobra type of head would work, and I think it does. You guys might think otherwise, but I think it. So let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to add some more unexpected elements, I guess, to the designs. Versus what I usually do. So hopefully they can be a little more fun, a little more interesting. Than they usually are. I know for sure, for a fact, that this need to go down here. And do something like this. I am adding those scales soon, though. I probably want it a little more flat. It's a little more. like this was it in the original. These are mostly just wrapping lines, they're not necessarily functional or representing something specific. Like, I don't really care what they are. Just help giving a little more of a solidity. To the character. Dragon, but it's a character. I mean, creature, but basically. They're all still some sort of character. So I can go back. I think the original had the Excuse me. Might do another 5 minutes or so. I'm sleepy. So, these, they were in principle supposed to be similar to those orbs of that purple dragon that I used as a reference one of the last times. That sort of orb, kind of, call it a structure, and they glow, all of them. And they glow in the dark. So it's a very, it's nocturnal, or probably dwells in caves and stuff like that. I think it's looking good. Yeah, well, I think I'm gonna stop here and go watch something. Because I have a headache. So, I'm gonna continue with this not tomorrow, because I think we're gonna have the magma session, or we could even do like a watch a movie or something. Decide. But yes. All right, I'm gonna stop this. Thanks everybody for joining me today, even if it was a bit of a shorter stream. We should be back on Thursday with more dragons, or maybe another creature. We'll see. And until then, you guys have a good one, and